YouTube, this is Jeff, aka 101 Bronson, back here again with another video shot back to back with my last one, which was the tag video of the top 10 favorite movie scenes. And this is a subs contest entry for Arran, SCREENSTARS, the same guy who tagged me for the last video. He has reached the amazing milestone of 5,000 subscribers. I mean, 5,000. Big congratulations, Arran. Truly well deserved. Great channel. He does a lot of great movie content and also gaming content, which is why he has split up the contest into separate, sort of items. You can also enter for his gaming part of the contest, and I might be tempted to do both, but this one is going to be the movie portion of the contest. I am also a bit of a gamer, so I am considering doing also a gaming contest entry. So who knows? But anyway, this is the movie one, and he has asked us two questions. The first one is, which content of his do we like to see more of? I.e., gaming or movies. And I like both. But of course, as much as I am also a big gamer, I'm more of a movie fan. So I'm gonna lean towards that answer, Aaron. The movies, I love your movie reviews, the classic movie reviews in particular, and yeah. So I'm gonna say movies. I'm gonna say movie-related content because that's what this channel is also about. So even though I love his gaming reviews as well, and he's also PS4 guy, same as me. I also all my life have been a PlayStation gamer. I've never really been into Xbox or I've never also been a PC gamer. I've also been console and in particular PlayStation. And PS4 is my current console. I haven't got the PS5 yet, but that will happen too in the near future. But yeah, so the movie. So that's answering. So that's answering the first portion of his question. The first question, which content do we like to see more of? So I'm gonna say movies. And the second question, for this movie related entry is, name your favorite movie from the decades 70s, from the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, and the 2010s. And that is sort of a bit hard one because there's a lot of movies I like, especially from the 70s and 80s, and the 80s is probably my favorite decade for movies, the 80s. So I have put a few together, but believe me, some of these answers they might change if I were to do this video tomorrow. So anyway, from the 70s, a lot of great movies from the 70s. The French Connection, Dirty Harry, Halloween, Alien, Death Wish. Charles Bronson, he has some of my favorite Bronson movies are from the 70s. Death Wish, The Mechanic, Mr. Majestic, Chado's Land, just to name a few. Then there's also Al Pacino. He has had Dog Day Afternoon in the 70s, Serpico, Scarecrow, The Panic Needle Park is a great movie as well. The Superman movies from the 70s, the original one. So many to choose from, but I'm gonna have to go with The Godfather, and this is the German Godfather trilogy, Omerta edition box set. And yeah, obviously I'm gonna go with the very first Godfather movie, which is right here, The Godfather 1. And yeah, need I say more? Such a great movie, so memorable, so quotable. This is a great edition. Comes with a few picture cards of the characters. There's Don Corleone. Such a great cast too. James Caan right there. Oh, this is from The Godfather 2, but they have Al Pacino, of course. Robert Duvall is in the movie. Such a great one. This is a cool one. Luca Brasi, Clemenza, Pacino and Diane Keaton, Kay. In 5 years, the Corleone family will be completely legitimate. Mo Green, yeah. Such a great, fantastic movie. Make an offer you can refuse. Clemenza, man. Leave the gun, take the cannoli. Such a great movie, and that's my answer for a favorite movie from the 70s, The Godfather. Next up, favorite movie from the 80s. Again, like I said, the 80s is my favorite decade for movies, probably. The best action movies are made in the 80s. Commando, Predator, The Terminator, Rambo, Rambo First Blood Part 2. First Blood and First Blood Part 2, and then also Rambo 3, Cobra, Over the Top, Die Hard. However, you guys know the channel by now. You know what my favorite movie of all time is, which just happens to be from 1983. I'm gonna have to go with Scarface once again. Um, and it's so 80s. It's got a montage in there, for Christ's sakes. All the great 80s movies had montages. Rocky 4, Scarface, Rocky 3. You know, I could have gone with some of the Rocky sequels as well. I could have also gone with Beverly Hills Cop for favorite 80s movie, but yeah, Scarface definitely is the one for me. No holds barred. I'm no holds barred. I'm always gonna be saying Scarface for anything related to the 80s, or favorite Al Pacino movie, or favorite movie of all time. So Scarface from the 80s is from 1983 is my favorite movie from the 80s. Favorite movie from the 90s, again, a hard one, because there's so many great movies that came out in the 90s. A lot of great action movies like Hard Target, Cliffhanger, Demolition Man, Terminator 2, Total Recall, Face Off even. Pulp Fiction is another great movie that came out in the 90s. Jackie Brown, Reservoir Dogs. But I am going to go with one of the first movies of the 90s from 1990, the first year of the decade, Goodfellas. Yeah, I have to go with Goodfellas. Such a fantastic made movie by Martin Scorsese, starring Robert De Niro, Ray Liotta, Joe Pesci, Paul Sorvino, Lorraine Bracco. Really fantastic movie. The tracking shot in the Copacabana is a great scene. I love the How Am I Funny scene. Yeah, Goodfellas. Goodfellas definitely would make my top 5, if not even top 3 mob movies. It's so good and very authentic. Really great movie. So that's my pick for favorite movie from the 90s. Now we have favorite movies from the 2000s, and again, tough one. I could have gone with movies like Inglourious Basterds, Kill Bill 1 and 2, Casino Royale, the Bond movie. But I'm gonna have to go back to my favorite movie character of all time. As much as I love Scarface and that is my favorite movie, Tony Montana is not my favorite movie character. That always goes to Rocky Balboa, because he's the ultimate underdog. You root for him. In my opinion, he's the perfect movie character. And I'm gonna have to go with the 6th Rocky movie, which was simply called Rocky Balboa from 2006, of course, which I also am wearing the tank top of. So Rocky Balboa. If Rocky in the 70s was, I think Rocky Balboa in 2006 did the same for that decade as Rocky 1 did in the 70s, but because Rocky Balboa was even harder to make for Stallone than the first one was. Nobody wants Stallone for the first one. We all know the story. But Rocky Balboa, it was even harder. He himself has admitted this, because everybody was like, "You're too old to play Rocky. Nobody's gonna believe you. 6 years old boxing." And yeah, the movie had that message. The last thing they age in somebody is their heart, and it was really a powerful message really for this time, and that's why I go with Rocky Balboa from 2006 as my favorite movie from the 2000s. And now we have favorite movie from the 2010s, and this one again was a bit hard. It's always hard for any of these decades. If he would have asked us the movie from the 60s, it would have also been hard, because a lot of great movies came out in that decade as well. But yeah, I really have to give it a tie between Quentin Tarantino's Django Unchained and Martin Scorsese's The Irishman from 2019. This one's from 2012, by the way. I mean, you guys know how much I love The Irishman. I've been, raving about it so much on my channel lately, especially my top 10 Pacino films and stuff like that. But I really can't. I mean, this one sort of revitalized westerns for moviegoers. Tarantino brought back the Django name, which of course is a famous spaghetti western character. Even though, besides the name and having Franco Nero, the original Django, in this movie, it has nothing to do with the original Sergio Corbucci spaghetti western. It did, bring back a liking for westerns, and Tarantino did that, I think. So But then this one is so well made, and I was really anticipating this movie for so long. I mean, I remember in 2010 when Rob De Niro and Dustin Hoffman were on the David Letterman show. You can find this on YouTube. They were promoting the movie Little Fockers. And De Niro right then and there announced that he's going to do a movie with Pacino and Pesci and Scorsese would direct it and would be this one. And since he said that on that show, I've been anticipating this movie. That was in 2010, so I had to wait 9 years to see the actual movie. So I was really anticipating, you know, the this movie coming out. And then finally seeing it, I was blown away by how great it was. Um, so Aaron, I'm sorry I can't pick one for this particular decade. The previous decade that we had. I hope that's okay, buddy. However, yeah, it's just so hard. It's just so hard. I'm gonna go with The Irishman. To yeah, then I want to go back. That this is what I mean. It's so freaking hard. But anyway, I hope that's okay, Aaron. Anyway, there you have it. That is my entry for Arran Screen Stars, his 5,000 sub contest. Amazing milestone. I'm gonna say once again, congratulations, my friend, on reaching that amazing milestone. And I'm sure you will get to the 10,000 for sure, because you definitely have a great channel. And yeah, always love looking forward to seeing more content of yours. So really excited to see how this contest is going, and good luck to everybody that will enter into the 5,000 sub contest for Screen Stars. And having said all that, guys, stay safe and healthy as always. Take care, keep punching, and as always, I will see you in the next one. So long for now. Take care.